Hello, hello, hello. Good evening. So, whilst there's a few of you, hopefully a few of you joining on, I'm just going to see if I can find myself on the iPad. And let's put myself on mute, shall we? Hi Louise, how are you? So tonight I hope everyone is well and that you're managing to stay cool. Have you managed to stay cool, Louise? It's well, I don't know about where you are, but it was certainly, although hot, a little bit cooler than it has been over the last few days, so thankfully didn't feel too bad. And yeah, although I have got fans going because it is still quite warm up in this room. So this room, yeah, it's been, you know, in the high 20s, low 30s, but there's been a bit more of a breeze here today. But there was absolutely nothing yesterday. It was awful. So I'm not looking forward to Tuesday when it says it's going to be 36, 37 here. So never mind. We're not British unless we're moaning, are we? But yeah, so I have got the fans going, so I do apologise if you can hear that, because this room gets full sun all day, so it can get pretty hot. So anyway, let's crack on, shall we? So today we are going to be playing with Hippest Hippos, which come from the Celebration catalogue, which is currently out now, and it's for sorry, I'm just getting a copy of the catalogue. Oh, get it inked up. I've seen lots of people playing with it, so it looks a lot of fun. So this is the celebration, which runs from now until the end of August, and this celebration is for qualifying orders that are £45 and over in the UK. Then you qualify for free products. So there are some at £40, there are some at £90. It just depends on what you're buying. So this comes as a stamp set separately for £45, and for another £45 you can get the dies that go with it. But if, apart from a few of the additional elements, which you don't have to have, you can just have a lot of fun with just the hippos. So that's what I'm going to play with today. So I've already got a few that I have coloured. As you can see, I had to keep them all on a piece of white card, otherwise I'd lose them, because there are some little bits. So I, as usual, store my dies, matching dies, inside my case. So here you can see you've got a little bucket, you've got some waves, flowers, umbrella, and then these that cut out each of the three hippos. Got a little boat, propeller, and then these are cute. These are the little water splashes. So that's what these are. So they're very cute. But I did have to put them on a piece of card because I am likely to lose them otherwise. And then you've got some hearts and hat and some sunglasses and snorkel. So yeah, I've already done some colouring. So I was having a play. I haven't coloured. So this one you can see has got a little tutu. Yes. So I've got the dies as well, Louise. But you don't have to have the dies. So I've been colouring before popping on. So you can see this one's got the cute little, I suppose it's a tutu really, but you know, that could be a little dress or a little swimsuit or something. So I haven't coloured that in because I might want it to match what I'm doing. And then you've got this one. So this one I've done in smoky slate, and I've just added a little bit of pink to the ears. And this one I've done in grey granite, which I don't like as much as I like as I like the smoky slate. And then this is the other hippo when it's stamped and die cut. It's got a little flower, which I haven't coloured the flower in yet because, you know, like things to match. So, and I've cut 3 of each out because you never know. And on some of them, so you can see I've coloured a slightly lighter belly. So on this one, to get this colour, I did the belly in petal pink and then went over the top with light grey granite to get that slightly lighter effect. I did do that one with a little bit of a pink belly, and that's light flirty flamingo that I've used on that one. So I've just been trying out a few different ones. So I thought, you know, we'll get some prepared, we'll have a little play. I've got a couple of ideas that I'd really like to try. I don't know how they're going to turn out. I've die cut the sunglasses, they're so cute. Die cut a couple of boats and the umbrella. So yeah, we've got a snorkel. But yeah, so there's a couple of ideas that I've got. So as you can see, there are some really little bits as well to this. So they could easily get lost. I have cleared my desk. That's as far as I got in terms of preparation. I haven't really decided, apart from the colour of the glasses and, oh, you got a little, what was it? Life Boy, whatever it is, as well, which I've done in Poppy Parade. Let's just take out those little bits. So I've done a couple of those because obviously that looked good with the boat. So anyway, so I thought I'd just have a little play, and I've seen lots of examples. I did put a couple of ideas up on Pinterest, so I might refer back to that. Got a little party hat there, look. So let me just clear, and some flowers. Let me just clear some of these off, and let's get to having a play. And I did want to pull some dies in, which I haven't actually done yet. I haven't used them in a while, so excuse me whilst I find them because I didn't pull them out. But I wanted to pull out the picture this dies and the basic border dies as well. So I've got a few dies. So the picture this die, because I thought that would be good for the hippos, for just a basic little card. So let's pull that out. Now we can do this in, I thought maybe, and also as part of Celebration, you also get a pack of pool party and soft sea foam cards and envelopes. So you get 20 of each. So I thought maybe if you want a quick and simple card, I thought maybe we could use these as a base for the first one. Let me just open them up. So have you been doing any crafting lately, Louise? These are really good with our Splendid Days suite because the images are very similar. So you can see that's the soft sea foam, and then that's the pool party. So I might do pool party, and then we've got envelopes. Lots of envelopes to match, which is good. So just a basic card blank. So again, with £45 qualifying order, you can get these. You get one item for every £45, and then there are some in the Celebration catalogue that are free item when you spend £90. So, and we can do, might not use that for this one actually. Let's go with basic white. So we'll do the basic white thick card base. Oh, hola. How are you, Alison? Oh, I haven't got a bit that's big enough to make a card base out of. So here we go. Into the new cardstock. Hi, Andrea. How are you? Oh, I'm Susie. Hello. Hello, hello, hello. I'm here tonight. Just for you, Susie. I'm not off gallivanting in Cambridge. Okay. So for those of you that have just joined, we're playing with the Hippest Hippos. Easy for you to say. Hippest Hippos, which are free in the celebration, with the celebration catalogue when you spend £45. So I want to, doesn't matter which way I do this actually, so I'll go for my normal tenfold. Oh, did that, oh, is that what my angry face was for? I know, sorry. Doesn't normally happen on a Wednesday, normally they're on a Tuesday. But, you know, got to go when the author's available. Oh, that was you, Alison, I was going to say. Now what have I done? Wouldn't be the first time. Okay, so let's score the card base. So you're lucky I've got my desks. Bella, I nearly called her Susie then, my old cat Susie. Bella's been asleep on it all day and I'm very unprepared. I haven't pulled my cardstock down or anything. So I want to die cut from a piece of white. Might even, I'm just thinking we've got some lovely celebration in colour DSP. Ooh, that'll just fit. Uh-oh, Mabel's just arrived. Yeah, I like doing a landscape. My theory is, A, it stands better when doing it this way as a tenfold, is it stands better. Sorry, I'm thinking. No, I might use a bigger piece. It stands better when you are taking photos, and B, oh, I like the spotty background, sorry, and B, when people receive it, they tend to stand them at the front because, you know, they don't slot into any other cards. You know, when you get loads of birthday cards on your mantelpiece and they've got the normal book fold and they all slot into each other, so then your design disappears, whereas with a tenfold you can't do that. So that's my theory anyway, and I'm sticking to it. She says. So I think I'm going to use this spotty one. I love this spotty paper. So I'm going to do a normal layer. So for those of you that don't know, a normal layer, so our card blank measures 14.9 by 10.5. So I'm going to drop it down by 4 mils, and I'm going to do it 14.5. Oh, hello, Sue. So nice to have you. And so it's 10 by 14.5, so it just gives you that nice little bit of a border around the edge, and then I'm going to die cut that from the middle. So no, there hasn't been one for I got 3 on Saturday because I'm a lucky girl, so I got 3 on Saturday. I haven't had any in the house. I have, however, found a poor deceased one outside in the garden today, so she's definitely been up to her tricks. The problem is they live under my neighbour's shed, and so she just sits in that corner constantly watching and waiting. She has got the patience of a saint, to be fair. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to die cut this. And I need to stand up for this, so I need to get it relatively in the middle. Hi Shaz, how are you, my lovely? Okay, so we'll die cut this. So I'm very much just having a play. Haven't really decided what I'm doing, although I have stamped and cut out some. I'm just trying to find somewhere to put my die cut machine. There, so it won't fall over. Yeah, I've stamped and die cut some hippos, but I haven't really decided what I'm doing. Of course, the great thing about this die is that not only do you get that, you also get these pieces left over, which I can most definitely use on another card. And of course, the more colours you've got that you cut out of this, you can make backgrounds and all sorts. So that will go on there. And I'm going to bring this in, and I'm going to bring in, I've got lots of stamps, and they can have a really good, we can have a play with an idea that I've got. Now, where is the little flower? I told you I wasn't prepared, didn't I? So you've got no expectations. I was literally looking at it. Honestly, I'm driving myself nuts. Drive myself nuts. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Hold the line, caller. It's literally staring me in the face. Here we go. Found it. My other favourite, Happiness Abounds. So I just want these little flowers. Love this set. So I think I'll use both of these. I'm on a stamp block. Let's get this out the way. Get that out the way. And that one's cute. It's got the little flower. And that'd be cute to have. So I'll only ink up halfway. And we can have the little flower in there. We can have that flower in there. Have that hippo there. And that hippo looking like it's coming out from the side. What do you think? Hello, Valerie. How are you? Yeah. And I don't have a stamp set that I suddenly thought I could use. Can't remember the name of it, but we've got a I think it, I don't know, Alison, you're on, if you're still on. There is a stamp set that has the big words hooray in it, unless as it retired, because I was thinking could do hip hip hooray, but I don't have that stamp set. All these ideas. So I've just cut that because it'll be really good to oh, it left me little, I think that's meant to be grass out, because it'll be really good to stamp onto that, because then that I will raise up. It's got the big word it's retired, yeah, of course it would be. That'd be right. I was thinking hip hip hooray, that would be like perfect. So that'll give that some stability if I stick this to a layer that's alphabet. Yeah, I haven't got that either. I do have playful alphabets, but again that is also retired, so I've got fluffy bits, I'm just taking them off. So I'm going to put my card blank to one side, and I'm going to stop waffling because I'm sure you're all bored out of your minds by now. I could, but I don't have that stamp set. The Hippest. I do have retired. Keep going, Alison. Try another one. I do have retired playful alphabets, that's not a problem, and our old stuff, but yeah. Okay, so I'm just going to layer this down so I know roughly where to stamp. And I'm going to stamp in basic grey, because, you know, they're hippos. And then I can have a little play with something else. We've got a snorkel. Oh, these are so fun. And I haven't had a chance to have too much of a play. Actually, I don't need all of that inking up. Okay, so I'm just going to ink up a little, sort of halfway. And then I'm going to roughly position about there. Then we can colour that in. That's one, and then we'll do this one with the flower. I have got a fan on, is it annoying? Do you want me to turn it off? Turn it off, it's not a problem. Okay, and then we'll do this one like he's coming in from the side. Thanks, Shaz. I have to turn the paper though because I'm just not that coordinated today. If it gets annoying, let me know. I can turn the fan off, that's not a problem. I've got two on, so that might be why you can hear it. Okay. So yeah, that's about right. Coming in from the side, and then we've got the flowers. I love this colour. This is the new Tahitian Tide. It's just amazing. Right, I'm going to stamp the flowers in black. So I'm going to do the little ones first. Black memento. So we're going to go about there. Perfect. And then we'll do the same. Can't believe it's Wednesday already. So I'm doing this little one twice. And then I'll do the one that's got slightly more flowers. Okay, we'll do that there. And then we'll do this one, which has got a few more flowers on it. Turn this round. Again, I don't need to ink the whole stamp up. Oh, hello. Go, and then we can do a quick bit of colouring. So like I said, so I tried grey granite, which is okay, and then I did it in smoky slate, which I prefer the smoky slate personally. So I will go with smoky slate, methinks, and got a little bit of flirty flamingo for a belly, if we can see a belly. I mean, I don't know about anybody else, but I like to hide my belly. Okay, so just very quick, I don't think we can see any belly, so that's all right. But we will do a little bit of pink. So this is, oh, that's light. So this is dark smoky slate, so I'm just gonna go a little bit, not massively around the edges. Just where there might be more shadow, so if, I don't know. I'm not a colourist. What do I know? Oh, nearly. So this is light. So these are alcohol pens, so they will blend in. I mean, we can have pink hippos. What's the film where there's pink hippos? I'll just do the top over there. I don't think you can see down that bit. So. And you can always, we also do a colour lifter. So if you just want a couple of spots, just to add a bit of a shine. These are double-ended pens as well, so you've got a bullet tip and a brush end. I would have done this ahead of time if I thought about it, so you didn't have to watch me colouring. I'm sorry, I'm not looking up at comments at the moment. So if you've asked me something, I apologise. Yes. Yeah, it reminded you. I couldn't remember, but yes, absolutely. I knew you'd know what I was talking about, Susie. So there are two ways. So I did the dark first and then went over with the light, and this way I've done the light and just gone over with the dark, and I'm just blending it back in with the light again. I mean, in this heat you do kind of have to be a bit quick. Do a little pink mouth. Now, how much of him are you actually going to see? A little bit, so I will do a bit of his. That should be enough. Now, I know it looks a little bit bright, so there are two ways of doing this. You can either go over. So what I did was I got a scrap piece of paper, like, I'm not going to do that bit because I've got all my stuff on there. So I did that. And then if you want to, because obviously it is quite a bright pink, and I'm pretty certain hippos don't look that bright. So you can go over with the colour lifter and let it take off a little bit of the colour. Or I did go over it with the grey, which this one is the light smoky slate. And that may not be the right, but you just try it out with different ones. And this is a light grey granite, which gives a hint of pink when it's dry. Gives a hint of pink, but is grey. But you know, who cares? Who cares if it's got a bright pink belly? Perhaps he's been sunbathing. I think this one's a boy. Looks like he's winking at his girlfriend, bringing her a flower. And of course, if you don't have the blends, but if you have a blender pen, or you could do it watercolour like I did on Saturday with your ink. So you could just use your ink pads if you don't have. If you don't have the blender pen, the blends pens. Okay, let's just. I will say, if you're using the brush tip, don't press too hard. And we'll give him a pink belly again. Might do a bit of petal pink this time. There's a slightly lighter. We have our natural tones as well, so we could always use that. And then for the flower, so we're using Tahitian Tide, so I feel like we should use maybe Sweet Sorbet, which is another of our new in colours. Just do a little bit, and then we can do to really, considering I'm not really a red sort of a person, or wouldn't this be good lipstick? I'm not really a red person, sorry, I'll finish my train of thought. But I really like this one. It's really grown on me. It's very much a pinky red. Let me just pull my light down so you can see better. Yeah, it's really got a real nice pinky red tone to it. And these colours go beautifully together. Okay. And then naturally, if I'm going to go for in colours, which I might as well do, we'll do a bit of Parakeet Party, if she doesn't drop everything. Which is a real nice, bright green. Okay. What's the great thing about these bullet tips? You can get right in. But you know, indeed, you don't have to. You don't have to colour them in if you don't want to. And And then this is the colour that we're using for the background, the Tahitian Tide. So, you know, it feels wrong that we don't do. So I've gone for dark Tahitian Tide this time, whereas the Sweet Sorbet was the light. You get blue flowers, right? Where you do. Well, we've got a hippo with a blue, pink belly, so why not? Can't believe it's Wednesday already. Can't believe it's been a week since I went out for the night on a school night, and have got out on a school night. And I've got, so my idea for the next card is we've got some basic border dies. Forget-me-nots, yeah! I've got some of those in my garden. There, and we can put that over that, like so. So I'm going to stick this flat, because then we can raise that. Don't start singing. I can't afford the copyright. But then we can raise that up and give it a bit of a lift and add some ribbon and a sentiment. So we do have sentiments in this stamp set as well. So have a look at the sentiments and see if there's any there that you like. Speak now, fair old piece, as they say. And then my next one, I thought we could use maybe some basic dies. So this is quite a simple card, really. She says, waffling on. I'm really in a waffling mood tonight. I don't know why. Cornflowers are blue, yes, yes. Oh, I've got bunged up glue. All right, Susie. Now you're just showing off. Oh, I've probably got I left the lid off. I made the fatal mistake of leaving the lid off in this heat, and it's although it does feel quite empty, I've got to say. It's fine. I have a backup. I have about 1 million backups. Yeah, there we go. Because you can't really put this up on dimensionals. It's just a bit too thin. Oh, nearly. Were you all shouting at me then? I nearly shouted at myself, don't worry. Oh, I love these. Yeah, I love these glues as well, Susie, honestly. It's one of the best glues I've ever. And I've used a lot of different glues, I have to say. We'll get some nice ribbon. Maybe add a bit of keeping with the in colour theme. Oh look, I've not even opened this one yet. But all the Tahitian Tide. Oh, I know. We've got in colour twine. In colour twine. I was shouting at myself. Sweet Sorbet. As you can see, Starry Sky is my favourite. It's the one I use the most. It's a slightly darker blue. Which ribbon would you like? Do you want twine? Is this ribbon going to be a bit too heavy? Got cat hair everywhere, sorry. Do you want twine or do you want the metallic ribbon? Let me get my scissors. Honestly, I'm not even full card in. This one. That one. Because we've got Tahitian Tide. Blue, green or pink? I mean, for one of their proper names, Tahitian Tide, Parakeet Party, Sweet Sorbet. I quite like the pink. Yes. So, sentiment. Pink. Good. Excellent. We're all on the same wavelength. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. So, and then I'm going to raise that up. Got cat hair everywhere because Bella has been sleeping on my desk all day. Can you all hear my brain thinking? I don't know if I want to wrap it around. I might just do a bow. Might just do a bow. Now, we have a white card base, so it only seems right that we stamp the inside. So I'm thinking we can put this one on the inside. Pink, good choice, ladies. So slightly off the page. We could always, you know, be indulgent and do two. Steady now. I don't have to colour those in. Oh, I love your tontees, Easy. I know what you're saying, but I just had to say it. Okay. Now, this is dimensionals, but rather than put a ton of dimensionals on, I'm going to use one of our foam sheets and cut it up. I'll just cut it up into some strips. And then a short one. Because you know what I like to say, nobody likes a saggy middle. These are great if you want to die cut. I know, sorry. I can't resist these when you say it. For those of you that don't know, that are watching, Susie and I went to school together. So we've known each other, ooh, what am I now? Oh, a good 25. I know, Alison, I know. Don't look, don't look, don't look. Don't look. Yeah, so Susie, oh, longer than 25 years now, isn't it? I don't know, I met you when I was, what, 12, 13? So nearly 30 years. Ooh, that's a bit scary. known you for that long. Just time flies. Nearly 30 years, can't believe it. Time flies. And I'll make a craft out of your Yetsies. Okay, I'm just going to lay this down now. So we've got a bit of dimension. Alison's having a heart attack for the amount of foam sheet I used. You can't have a saggy middle, Alison. You just can't. Okay, I'm going for it. There we go. So it's just got quite a good bit of dimension there. And then, so, love you a ton. These are just so cute. Stick that to there. And then we will I have loads of scraps. Here we go. And I'm going to stamp it in Sweet Sorbet, because I think there's enough Tahitian Tide on there already. So cute. Now I'm not gonna fussy custom it. I am gonna do a bit of a banner. I think I'll do a banner. So we do have some banner dies in the Stylish Shapes dies. How many S's? It might just be quicker for me to. Oh, that would be perfect. Look at that. Perfect. Okay. I'm bringing my big machine in because that's the one I've got to hand. So, let me move some stamps out the way. So this is my first simple card, shall we say? For want of a better phrase. I need to stand up so I can see what I'm doing. There. This is so good. I love these dies. Look at that. Look at the stitching around that. Isn't that fabulous? Love it. Love it, love it, love it. I really am loving this Sweet Sorbet more and more I use it. So let's get this out of the way. So I was a bit late coming on this evening because I had to feed Mabel. It's that, or, you know, I run the risk of more mice, I suppose. You are a card maker, Susie. So, and if anybody's around at the end of the month, the one I've just cut is from the Stylish Shapes dies, so it comes from this bundle. I love this because of the stitching, and obviously it's all the brilliant basic shapes really, so these are great obviously for your sentiments, and then the circles and the squares. So yeah, it comes from that. It's just a little one from there. got a little, I'll just make my bow a bit smaller because, you know, in proportion and all that. Where do we want the sentiment there? With the bow off to the side. Don't want to do it down the bottom. Up there just seems a bit wrong. I quite like it there. What do you think? What are we thinking? My creaky chair. Very creaky chair. Just moving some of my stuff out the way. Yes. Okay. You have spoken. And it's already up on dimensionals, but I feel like it needs something. So we'll just use some mini dimensionals on the back. Just the two this time, Alison. Can everybody see the cat hair? Honestly. And then I'm going to get a glue dot and I'm just going to put my bow and just tuck it underneath. Yeah, so for anybody that's around at the end of the month, I'm going to do a online kits class via Zoom, and that's very much a pick your own kit and come along and we'll make it together. It won't be the last one I do, so if you can't make it, don't worry. I've got a few classes that'll be coming out soon. I'm going to tuck that just, I'll get off my nail, just under there. There we go. Thank you. See, I do channel you sometimes, Alison. Just sometimes. Okay, and now obviously it needs some embellishments. And I'm thinking we can either go glossy dots, which I think maybe the Sweet Sorbet might be nice to pick up, or we can do iridescent rhinestones. I literally, like, you're laughing, Susie, but I do literally have Alison sometimes in my head going, oh, don't do that, that's too many, cut them down. Or we can, and of course the good thing about our blends pens, I don't use them very often, to be fair, Alison, so I do have quite a lot of them, but yeah. But I do literally have, oh, not that many in my head. Cut them in half, that's what goes through my head. So we have iridescent rhinestones. Yes, save money for holidays, not long to go now. So for those of us that are demonstrators, we get the opportunity to get together every now and again. The pink ones, okay, fair enough. This card is all for you. It's a large parcel due to the weight. You're a cheeky so-and-so. And this year, our annual get-together, basically, it's like an annual conference, is in Vienna. So there's quite a few of us going from the team. So that's what Alison's referring to. We're going to Vienna. These are so well stuck. in November, so we'll be there at the first weekend or so in November, which is going to be good fun. I'm looking forward to that. But yeah, clearly I need to save up on my dimensionals, because that's where all my money's going. And we'll put one there. Triangle. Well, yeah, city breaks as well. City breaks. I am going away in October as well. I'm gallivanting. But in fairness, I haven't been away for 5 years, so you know, I feel like I'm entitled. So there we go. First one done. Now I've waffled enough. Let's get to playing. So I've had a bit of an idea. I don't know how it's going to work out, okay, people? So if it doesn't, we'll just chalk it up to experience, and you know what not to do. So first things first. So I've got 2 ideas. So I might have a go with this. So these are basic border dies, and I feel like he's a bit dark. I'm not so keen on. I'll stop faffing. So that's the basic, simple. I mean, love you a ton. That could be for anything. Oh, thank you, Valerie. So these are our basic border dies. So this is one of 2 ideas that I had. And I thought these are really meant to be clouds. But I thought I might be able to make them into waves. Oh, thanks, Susie. Well, you pretty much decided everything. Ribbon, sentiment. So I thought maybe I might be able to make some waves out of this, but also if you manage to get the dies, there's also these waves which cut into the piece of cardstock. So I think they might be better, unless someone else can suggest anything else for creating waves. Then I'm going to go for it. So I'm thinking blue water. Now we can do it out of Starry Sky. I almost thought that was a retired name, but it's not. So Starry Sky for the water. Might be a bit dark. Oh, it's brand new, look. Brand new. Not even cut into it. What's exciting? Okay, so we've got a nice, I think that's quite a nice sea colour. Can make a bit of a scene. Or maybe Coastal Cabana. What do you think, people? So Coastal Cabana is obviously massively different. Whilst you're thinking about it, I'm going to make this into a card face. I am excited. I love this colour. Absolutely love this colour. I know, it's sad, I know. So I do want to make this a landscape. So I'm going to score at 10.5. And I'm going to cut at 14.9. So that is the base. Alright, hang on. Hold the line, caller. We have sorry, what was going through my head then was blending. So we have these beautiful, so these are also celebration items. So you get gold and silver in both designs. what about creating the waves? What about creating the waves out of that? And do some blending. We can do some ink blending onto it. So you get, for this one, you get 24 sheets. So you get 12 silver and 12 gold, and then 6 of each design in both colourways. So you get 6 spots, 6 silver stripes, and then 6 gold stripes, 6 gold spots for free. Thinking blend it, add in some waves. Let's give it a go, shall we? See what happens. If you don't try, you don't know, do you? So let's do some ink blending first, and then I'll decide what I'm going to die cut with. So as we're using Starry Sky as a base, I can use a bit of a mix, I think, to create the sea. So we get nice deep, we'll see. So we'll start with, so we can start with the Starry Sky and then go into Pacific Point and go into Coastal Cabana, or the other way around, whichever way you prefer. And this will be using our ink blending brushes, which I can't picture what I'm going to do either, Susie. I'm just going for it. It's the only way. You just got to have a play. So all that stuff that you've got, you need to have a play. Okay, so I'm just looking. There we go. I've got my blue. Got Coastal Cabana. Is anybody else bored yet? Oh, here we go. There we go. So I've got my clips on, you see. That's what I was looking for. Yeah, I'm interested to see where it goes as well, Susie. So I'm just going to, this is a brand new brush, so, and this is great. So it's got so many bristles, it's so soft. So I'm just going to load it up with ink. I'm just going to dab off into my lid, so if I want to use it for future, I'm then not wasting any ink. And it doesn't really matter too much about, so do Coastal Cabana, and of course the more ink you add, the deeper it becomes. And I probably won't need this much, to be fair, but could just cut it out with the plain cardstock, but I just quite like the foiling. Alright, and you can hold the brush however you like. I prefer to hold it quite close because then I feel like personally I have better control, but you know, some people might prefer to do it that way, whereas I just feel like I get a better control and better coverage when I do it this way. Okay, so let's set that one aside for now, and we'll do Pacific Point next. I've already had some ink in that. These are the ones where I get myself all inky. Okay. I feel like there's already quite a lot of ink on that. So just blend, go back over the Coastal Cabana just to blend it in. Failing that, we can use it as a background. Depends on what you see. Okay. close that one up, because that one I am going to get all inky like I did on Saturday. So I did a quick impromptu live on Saturday for anyone that doesn't know. I wasn't planning on it, but I decided I would. This is Starry Sky, so I'm just gonna, honestly, it's such a lovely blue. And I got myself thoroughly covered in ink on Saturday. I'm doing watercolouring. And then decided I'd ink up an embossing folder, and yeah, got ink everywhere. But that's part of the fun, right? See, and they blend beautifully together. Now if you wanted to, you could do things like you could splash it with water and dab it off just to give it a bit of texture. I'm just going to add a little bit more Coastal Cabana to the top of there. And then let's see what happens. Okay. I'm going to leave the Pacific Point out because I want that for my next. Anybody see my die cutter? Oh, there it is. Okay, so these are going to be frothy waves, okay, people? Frothy. Just bear that in mind. Very frothy. Okay, so we will put this in. These are actually meant to be clouds. So I'm going to have to run it through a few times to try and get what's in my head. And you get this lovely stitching as well. Oh yeah, I'll show you next time, don't you worry. And there's all sorts of you can do, you know, and you can use bleach on the cardstock to get a different colour, see what comes out underneath. There's all sorts you can do. So I'm just going to keep going down and cutting. And I know you're thinking, what? So this doesn't quite meet the edge, that's why I'm not lifting it off. But and then I'll just, because we don't need them the full width. Might as well do the whole lot, eh? Because I can always use it on something else. I know, I can tell you're all there waiting with bated breath. So for those of you that don't know, I've started a YouTube channel as well. So at the moment, I don't have enough subscribers to go live on YouTube, but I do share my replays onto YouTube. So if you ever have problems with Facebook or anything like that, you can always find me on YouTube to watch the replays. Okay, let's see what we've got. So like I said, frothy waves, but you never know. So I'm just gonna I need 50, Susie. and I'm at 36, I think it is. So I don't need that bit. See, it's just the tiniest amount on the ends that it's not quite cut, so it's not quite wide, it's not quite 6 inches wide, but it is pretty close. Okay, so card base, and bone folder, and just add a bit of dimension. So I'm not gonna, I don't think I'm going to add any DSP to this, so I'm just going to add a bit of depth to this. So this is Starry Sky on Starry Sky. Yeah, so they're kind of, yeah, they've only cut the one, so they only cut the one way. So I mean, I suppose you could turn it around and do it that way if you wanted to. But I'm just going to add a bit of depth to the background. I mean, you can use them however you like. You could use them as to trim the side of your card. So if you wanted to add a bit of interest, you could do it like that. So you could create your card, and then you could cut that bit off with this, create a bit of a nice edge. Hence, it's a border die. See, inky, covered in ink. But yeah, you can do all sorts. And it's interesting to see when you can bleach direct onto the cardstock, and it's really interesting to see the different colours that come through. So I'm kind of thinking we'll chop a bit off. Well, might as well use that bit, haven't I? So I'm just slightly So I'll trim the edges off. I might use that one. Now, I don't need them to be quite so thick, so I can trim them down. So this way. And then we'll do this one. Does that look more like a wave if I do it upside down? Obviously not that one. Could do alternates. And then what I'm thinking is I have my little hippos that I've already, not the one with the flower. So that could be a swimming costume. And then stick the snorkel on. Stick the snorkel on, and we've got snorkel, And then we can have it swimming. We can have a boy and a girl. It comes with a snorkel. But it comes with sunglasses as well, so that is the best bit. So we can, let me swap them over, because with the frilly skirt it looks more like a, I can't pick them up because my nails are too long. Where's my thingy? So he can have the snorkel, the blue one. She can have the pink one. Is that not just the greatest? And we can have them out swimming. Okay, so I am going to do them alternate ways round. So I'm just going to stick them down, and I do already have a cloud punched out. Yes, so the hippos, so in the celebration catalogue, so the celebration is when you spend, is from here now until the end of August, put my teeth in, and so when you spend £45 or £90 you then get items for free. So this is the catalogue that lets you pick the item for free. So £45 for the stamp set from the annual catalogue will get you your hippos free, and then another £45 in the annual or the mini catalogue, whichever you like, whatever products you like, will then get you the dies that go with it. And the dies that go with it are just brilliant. So the dies that go with it, you've got these little waves, which I haven't tried out yet. You get an umbrella, you get a bucket, you get some little stars, flowers, you get your little life raft jacket thing, sunglasses, splashes, you get your hippo, so you can die cut your hippos out. Obviously you don't have to spend this much. I mean, you can fussy cut the hippos out, they're fairly straight lines, there's no awkward angles. But yeah, and you get a little boat with a propeller and a hat and some hearts. Yeah, honestly, I've had so much fun playing, and I'm still playing. So let's stick these snorkels on, shall we? So let's just dab. Oop. Yeah, just a little bits. So stick that on, and then of course you can use tweezers if you can't pick them up. But yeah, so then we've got one swimming. Let me get my reverse tweezers. So if you don't know, reverse tweezers, when you don't pinch them, they hold together, whatever you, and then when you pinch them, they then open. So it makes life a little bit easier. And then we'll do a little pink snorkel. Because it just feels like it'd be rude not to. So let me glue this one. Glue this one down first, and I'm not going to do it all the way to the top because I want to be able to slot the next layer in. And it doesn't matter because it goes off the sides, but it doesn't really matter because I'll trim them down. So then we've got this one, which again I'm just sticking it in the middle because I do want to be able to get underneath, because this glue, once it sticks, it sticks, she says, with it not sticking. Actually, I don't need it that wide actually, so I can trim that. Let me trim that off, because I don't need that quite so. Yeah, that's better. And then I'll put her in. So we'll need to make, I'm going to colour her in. So the pink is Mango Melody. No, it's Melon Mambo. I always get those two round the wrong way. And so let me just get my pens out. Yeah. So we'll just colour her little swimsuit in, shall we say. Melon Mambo to match. Her snorkel matches. And again, as I seem to like doing every single week, you can always stamp the bottom half of her onto some patterned DSP and then cut the frilly bit out. So then you get a patterned there, or should I put her in there? I might put her in there. And then put him up there. Okay. Are you with me? So it looks like they're swimming towards each other. You've got a little cloud. Right, sorry, I am going to unfortunately amputate. And if you wanted to do dimension, you could easily put these up on dimensions, so you could have a couple flat and then you could raise them, obviously not too high, but you could do 3 and then maybe this bottom one you could have lifted up. But yeah. So then that's going to go on that way. And he's going to fit in there. So I'm actually going to stick him to the back. That piece. And then we're going to stick this bit down. And I just need to do this middle piece. Oh, anybody catch that? Oh dear. So I've still got that bit left over, which I can use for something else. But then turn that over, and I will just trim off the excess. Okay, and then do a sentiment which thought could come from this one. So this is the Whale Done, which comes with it used to come as a bundle, but it doesn't anymore, but you can get a punch to punch out the whale. So I thought this sentiment, as you can see, it's a well-used stamp set. So I thought this, which says, "My love for you is bigger than the ocean." Which I think I might put on a bit of, let's do it on a bit of Coastal Cabana, because that kind of brings in the colour then. We can stamp the sentiment in Starry Sky. Just look for my chamois. So I did promise myself that I wouldn't be on too long, and here I am again, because there is just one more thing I would like to try. Okay, let me trim this down. My little mini guillotine. Sorry if my head's in the way. I want to get it straight. Yeah, that'll do. Okay. I'm going to trim that end off as well. So yeah, I've got my big dimensional somewhere. That's fine. And then it seems only right to use the Starry Sky. Metallic ribbon, which I've got to say, so I think is a metallic woven, is that what they're called? Yeah, metallic woven. Okay, so we can actually do a faux bow. goodness sake. Let me chop this off. Just want to make sure it's not too big. Yeah, that'll do. Okay. Pinch that together and put a little bit of seal down. I feel like this top bit needs something. What do you think? I have some little bits that I've already die cut out. Ooh, I know. Let's put some little hearts on. Yeah. What do you think? So the hearts match. Well, I might put one there actually on its own. I'll do these two together. So I could actually do this on a glue dot, to be honest. Just going to roll that slightly because it's quite big in comparison. Yeah, honestly, I agree. I think they just go beautifully together. And then put some Winker Stella on the hearts because that seems only fitting. And I need to get this. So I'm just squeezing it until I can see it come in. There we go. There's a furry thing rubbing around my legs. Hello, Mabel. Hello. Ooh, that's better. I've got some splatters now. Can you see them? I don't know if you can. Yeah, sparkle. Just to add a bit of interest. Obviously I'd need to do an insert, but I'll do that another time. But yeah, it's quite cute. I like that one. She's got a big blob of Winker Stella in her eye. Okay, so the very last one that I want to try, and of course, like, because you get the, if you get the dies, you get these little splashes, so you could always put them on as well, but I won't be doing that right now. I feel like I'll be having to play with these for quite some time, so let me just clear the space, because I want to have a go at card blank, not card blank, let's get a base. It's already the perfect size. Awesome. So, and I just want to have a little play. So is that the right length? No, I thought it was a bit long. Here we go. Let's trim that a little bit off. Okay, so we also have waves of the ocean. Wait, no, waves of inspiration. So I'm really going all out and using loads of different stamp sets tonight. Now I've barely used this one, but I wanted to use this one, and I might need to use my Stamparatus for this. So let me just get that out, just because it's a bigger stamp. So with this you do get 2 plates when you buy this, so you can, and the great thing is you can take them out and turn them around, so you can have essentially 4 sides. So I'm just going to lay this down, put it where I want it. So I'm thinking along there, because I want to put a bit of Sahara sand down there. So let me do that first actually, because otherwise I won't know where I want my stamp. So I have got our luxury mat in there as well, which you don't need with these red rubber stamps because they've already got the depth and the cushion. So I just want to put a bit of Sahara sand just for a bit of a beachy type theme. So I'll get another . So again, so when you load it up, got cat hair in the stamp set, it's worth just taking off the excess, because then you shouldn't get, or I could do it that way actually, you know. No, I'll do it the way I was going to. Let's put a bit of Sahara sand down. Last one I promise, and then I'll let you all go, because I know you're all probably bored right now. Are you busy doing something else? Are you multitasking like I do when I watch others? Are you looking forward to the school holidays, Suze? Okay, so there isn't any ink left on that. Okay, now I'm going to bring back in my Stamparatus, whatever you want to call it. Okay, so let's decide. So I may cut this down even further, but let's do that. And this has eating popcorn. Oh, Valerie. Just fancy a bit of popcorn now you've said it. So these are uber strong magnets. Don't put them close together because they will snap, because they are uber strong. Okay, I'll move that. So I'm going to ink this up, I think, in Pacific Point, and maybe that's a good thing about having these blending brushes. Sorry, I was just making sure. And it's worth just putting a stamp set underneath, just so you've got something to rest on when you're inking it up. So I've put Pacific Point on, and I'm just, with my blending brush, I'm just going to add a bit of Starry Sky in different places. And the good thing is if you do this and you miss a bit using the Stamparatus, you can go back and ink again. So don't worry about that bit missing. Oh, I've got a halo. Halo. So I'm just going to do that bit again. So, and the trick is obviously not to do what I've done, don't press too hard. Okay, let's see what that comes out like. So I just need this top corner. There we go, that's better. Don't worry about this bit. I've got a plan for that. So, I've got my waves. Put that to one side. Looks a bit of a mess at the moment, and it may end up looking like a mess. I don't rightly know. I haven't tried this. So the other thing I thought of when I saw this, and I know it sounds weird, is for one of my hippos, this guy looked to me like he was surfing. So I'm just going to, and watercolour shapes. I saw this shape and I thought surfboard, which I don't know if you agree. So what colour do you want the surfboard? Bit Coastal Cabana, maybe? Something nice and bright. I'm going to close this up. Coastal Cabana kind of feels like a good surfboard colour. So these are watercolour shapes, and so they aren't meant to stamp as a solid colour. I know the wave, honestly, this is, and you do get there are dies that go with it, which is just even, so you can actually cut the dies out, so you could do it in all sorts of colours. Honestly, it is beautiful, absolutely beautiful. I haven't used it that much, so I must have a play with it. So I'm thinking, I've got a cat hair. God, honestly, these cats. Okay, let's try that again, shall we? So I'm thinking he's riding the wave. So I'm going to put him about there. Oh, sorry, Suze. I've gone with Coastal Cabana. I've got cat hair all over my ink pad. Honestly, I'm going to have words with that Bella. And then I feel like, and then he's riding a wave, or she's riding a wave. But I want to put sunglasses on. So you get sunglasses in the die set. So what I've done is I've cut them out of, well, I'll tell you what, maybe I can cut the sunglasses out of orange and orange, maybe a bit of pumpkin pie. Maybe a bit of pumpkin pie. Let me cut the sunglasses out of that. Where are my dies? Oh, there is. I put them back in. Never mind, don't mind me, don't mind me. So I'm going to have to get my massive machine out for this, but because it's here and I can't, my other one's not within reach. So it'll do. So let's conserve cardstock, Joanna. It moved anyway. Okay, so we've got orange sunglasses instead of an orange surfboard. Aren't they just the cutest? Look at the size of them. It's alright, cat hair. I just need the frame. I'll keep them because you never know. Okay, and then what I've got, I cut them out with black as well. So let me just take these apart, and then I can put my sunglasses on. I mean, they could just be glasses, to be fair. Reading glasses, give them a book. Okay. And if you think ahead, unlike me, you could put these on a adhesive sheet, and then you don't have to faff like I am with the glue. Or if you've got the fine tip pen, fine tip nib glue, get my words out, that'll work as well. Just got to be ever so gentle. I was looking for my tweezers. I apologise because I think my meds are starting to kick in. Okay, so got some funky sunglasses in orange, and then doesn't matter about the eyes because I'm then going to put the sunglasses, the lenses back in. And this one, which I need to separate because I cut two at a time, so I cut Melon Mambo and black at the same time. There, got a nice pair of sunglasses on. Okay, let me put them to one side, put the dies back before I lose them, and where's my whale done? Oh, so I can add a bit of so I've got paralysed palms here as well, so I know I'm using a lot of stuff, but the sun I thought would be a good addition. I think I'll do that in Daffodil Delight. Yeah, well, that was a good pickup. So I'm not just gonna actually, do you know what? Before I do that, I'm just going to blend the background, the sky in balmy blue. I know you're thinking, how many is she going to use? And did I just put my finger in the ink? No, thankfully. Ooh, that was close. Right, let's just... Oh, look at all that blue on there. Oh, that's amazing. So you can go over. Just to colour in some of that white space. I think I put a lot of ink on there. It's fine. I've got another one. I don't want to... Okay, just a bit of the cat hair. Just a bit of sky. All I can think about now is popcorn, Valerie. Not that that's a bad thing. I might have some in the cupboard. And then I'm going to do the sun. So rather than just stamp it, I'm going to stamp it and then go around it to give it a bit of a halo, hopefully. Get a little bit of a halo. Just, you can see just a little bit of the halo there. Okay, we'll just do. Okay. Oh, cool dude. Slightly out of proportion with the sun, but hey ho. And then I haven't used this stamp set very much, Paradise Palms. I had the previous one, but I thought, so I haven't used this one at all, and I could actually, it's a bit big for what I wanted. So these are brand new, I haven't used these stamps yet, they've still got the back on them. Okay. I've got him on a surfboard. I'm just going to go around that to give it a bit of definition with one of our Stamp and Write markers. Just so it's got a little bit of definition. And then I'm gonna put a palm tree on. So that'll hide that quite nicely. A palm tree. And I got block to put it on. Nearly done, people, nearly done, I promise. So I'll do this in soft suede. Give it the illusion of a palm tree. Don't need to do it all. then we are going to stamp the palm tree. I don't know, I've used so many stamps, it's just unreal. And I think we will do this in Old Olive. Let's get poor old Olive back out, shall we? Give her a night out. Yeah, I quite like it. So this is slightly bigger, so we could do, let me try, sorry people. So I'm thinking maybe a mossy meadow. See, this is why grid paper is brilliant. So I'm just gonna stamp, no. Well, the mossy meadow is quite nice. So if I stamp this in Old Olive, and then I stamp this in Mossy Meadow. I quite like it in Mossy Meadow. Oh, flowers on the surfboard. Nice shout. Nice shout. And I have now I have some absolutely tiny little flowers somewhere. Sending thanks, maybe those ones. What colour do you want them? Maybe Melon Mambo? Can't pick that up. I'm reaching for my tiny. I could ink half of it up. I'm gonna go, I think I'm gonna go, where am I? This is Old Olive. I'm gonna go with Mossy Meadow. And this one. Something bright. Yeah, I'm thinking maybe Melon Mambo. Tahitian Tide. There. That makes it look a bit more real. Double layered. Tahitian Tide might actually get lost on that, so unless should we do pumpkin pie? It's nice and bright. And then it goes with the sunglasses. Let's go with that. I'm just wondering if I've got any other tiny little flowers before I start. Tiny, incy, wincy little ones. Hold the line caller. The only other one I can think of. Oh, hang on. No, that's too big. I thought that one might be. No, I think that's the smallest I've got, so we'll have to go with those ones. Oh no, hold your horses. Hold your horses. Got these tiny little ones. Yeah, let's do those. Okay. Sorry, sending smiles. As much as I like you. I'll just put that stamp back. So this is from Quiet Meadow. I knew I had some smaller flowers somewhere. It's a bit scrapped. Coastal Cabana. I don't know, what do you think? Pumpkin Pie and Coastal Cabana, does that go? Would you rather Melon Mambo? Let me know whilst I'm cleaning my stamps off. Unless, I don't know if Parakeet Party. I'm gonna have to remember where all these stamps go back to. Are we happy with the pumpkin pie? That is the question. So I know there's a bit of a delay, which is why I thought I'd just clean the stamps off while I'm waiting. Are we happy with the pumpkin pie? Not sure what colour for me to choose. Oh, Sweet Sorbet. That could be a good one. I'm not sure I like the pumpkin pie with the Coastal Cabana. That's what's going through my head. Sweet Sorbet would be nice though. Yeah, I like the Sweet Sorbet. Let's go with that. Okay, and then we'll put him up on dimensionals. And I think it would only be right to add some birds. I have some birds somewhere here. So that's a little bird. It's a tiny little bird. If I can get it out. Come on. Out you come. There we go. Just lightly tap it. She says getting a halo. It's so annoying. Some birds flying off, and then nearly done. I'm nearly done. I'm nearly done. I know you're all desperate for me to finish. I am too. I'm tired. But it would seem only right. So using Oceanfront. So I've used nearly every stamp set that I own. Just sort of do some grasses and stuff. Grasses, however you want to say it. I am just gonna, not that one. That can go on there. Perfect. And then I've got my, just to, it's quite a harsh. Okay, so then we'll do, maybe this is all in Sahara sand. Okay. I'm annoyed that I can still see that. But it is what it is. I'll do it again and pay better attention. We'll start with this one next time. And then we can add some Winker Stella to the water just to give it a nice sheen, as if it's sparkling. Need something there. Sorry, people. I'll do this in soft suede. And then these are like little pebbles. Okay, I'll step away from it now, I promise. It's not as perfect as I would like it to be, but it's alright. So, I think might as well use the Starry Sky. Bone folder, there we go. Can you tell my pills have kicked in? I've gone quiet, I feel a bit stoned. Okay. And then, Sentiment. Bring in yet another stamp set. So I know, I'm very sorry, this is really heavy on the stamp sets, but it's just to show you how you can use them all together. Going to get some glue on. I think these are definitely going to be one of my favourites. from the new mini catalogue, we've got Sunkissed, so I thought Happy Birthday Sunshine would be quite good. And I think it's going to have to be Starry Sky again for the sentiment. So everybody must have got bored because there's quite a lot of people that have jumped off, which I don't blame them. I would too. I think tell you what, let me just try that again. Sorry, I wanted a slightly longer. No, I'll stick with my first one. It's too late to be messing about now. Okay, so let's trim this down. And then you'll all be relieved to know that we can go. Yeah, the hippos are, I think it's definitely going to be one of my favourites, and certainly one that I'll be playing with again. There are some great little things that you can do. Okay, so I'll put that on some dimensionals. Of course, if you wanted to, you could stamp them and colour them in black and white, and then they'd actually be cows if you wanted to. I'm looking, there it is, looking for me ribbon. You can make them Frisian cows. Glue dot. We're getting there, people. And maybe bring in these lighter blue. Just for a bit of colour. There, what do you think? We've finally finished, just in time for the cat. Hi Bella. My desk looks like an absolute bomb has hit it yet again. I'm covered in ink yet again. Okay, let me clear the decks. And you know, the funny thing is, I stamped, coloured and die cut 9 hippos earlier, and I've used 1. Oh, that'd be typical, wouldn't it? But anyway, let's clear some space and bring back in. So that's our first card that we made. That's the second card that we made. And that's the third card we made. I quite like him surfing. Good shout on the flowers. Yeah, I love these hippos. They're fantastic. Absolutely. Yeah, definitely going to be one of my favourites. So I hope you, the little bird, I know, it's so cute. They've got some really cute ones, and I think it's retired now, but I think, was it on the horizon? They had one as well that had a few birds in. So anyway, if you want to see, look, the carnage that is my desk is a bit of a mess. And here comes the cat. So I'll turn you around. Let me know which one is your favourite. So it's dicky dark outside. So hello everybody. I didn't come on earlier because I'm looking a bit sweaty. Are you coming up, Bells? Here she is. There she is. Bella's made her appearance as usual. Please don't come on my desk. Oh no. Ink pads are closed, we're okay. Yeah, okay. Here she comes. So, hi Bella. 132. Yeah. I just saw him and I thought, oh, he looks like he's surfing. Or she's surfing, whichever way you want to put it. But yeah, hello. Yes, Bella is back. Honestly. Anyway, I will let you go because it's late. And I've been on for way longer than I planned to be. So thank you for sticking with me. I really appreciate it. And Bella, if you move your tail, thank you very much. Thank you. I really, Bella, move. So I really appreciate you. Oh, I give up. Really appreciate you sticking with me, and I look forward to seeing you again next week. No idea what I'm going to be playing with, so if there's any requests, let me know. Hello. Shall I move them out of the way? Okay. Bella wants her space back. Oh, thank you. I do appreciate it, and I thank you both for sticking with me. I know it was a long one. So I do. Oh goodness me. I just need to show you this, okay? I don't normally, but look where she's laid. I mean, really? Is it because the fan's there? Honestly. I feel like she's going to fall off. Well, I've got my arm around her just in case. But never mind. So anyway, there's Bella. So that's a little insight into what it's like to work from home with Bella around. She's clearly going to put all my stamps away for me now. But anyway, I'll stop waffling and I'll let you go. And thank you for joining me. And yeah, if there's any requests or themes or anything for next week, do let me know. And I'll see what I can do. And until then, take care, stay cool. And I'll see you next week. She's eating my ribbon. Take care all. It's nice to see you. Bye.